Radio.
Great, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shit Radio. I'm your host, Bill Brasky, joined as always by Liarz.
Hello.
Wasted.
What's up?
And you, our audience. So we have some developing news regarding our dear friend Sebastian Bach. He's a longtime fan of the show. He says all these kind words about us. And Sebastian, we appreciate you. We're happy to be members on the Pork Chop Express with you. But Wasted, you have some breaking Sebastian Bach news. Can you let me and Liarz know about it? Because boy, we're excited.
It seems like he's been chosen to front Twisted Sister for the band's fall 2006 tours. I think it's 50th anniversary tours, and he's been saying that he's a huge Twisted Sister fan, and he's going to bring the fun and energy of the early, as I understand, early Twisted Sister. But he's a huge fan, and he keeps saying it over and over again. He's a huge fan, and not just we're not going to take it, but all the songs, and then all the earlier songs. And then he argues with himself in this article that anybody who says that he's not a big fan, he's going to disagree with them and say he's a huge fan. And it's really fun. You can't believe it. I mean, how fun is it to say that I'm the lead singer of Twisted Sister? That's the main gist of what he's been saying. I don't know if he's a good
Liarz,
good choice.
Yeah, I'm here.
I want to rock. Do you want to rock?
I want to rock. Yeah. Wasted was just as he was tailing off there. He said, "You don't think he's a good choice to front Twisted Sister?" Was that what you said, Wasted?
No, I said I don't know if he is. I don't know if it, I can see him doing like one song, like if Skid Row or he covered "We're Not Gonna Take It." I wouldn't go what's going on. But for him to take over as the actual lead singer of Twisted Sister for the 50th anniversary, it sounds a lot.
I don't know. I seem to remember a certain singer from a band we talk about often replacing a lead singer from another iconic band, and people were skeptical, and he turned out to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Sebastian Bach's going to be like Axl Rose was when he killed it with AC/DC, but I think he's got that. So anyway you look at it, Sebastian Bach's a hell of a singer.
Yeah.
And he's got quite the range, and I think he's gonna do quite well at this. I think he's at the end of the day, people are going to be satisfied to hear Sebastian Bach do some Dee Snider.
Yeah, that was the sort of first thing I thought, is that he seems to be like copying Axl's idea, like singing for an older band. And then at the same time as this story, he's also been talking about don't hold your breath for my new album, like anybody's really holding on. And it just reminded me of what the sort of things Axl would say about, his album not coming out. He'd always say, don't wait, But I don't think anybody's there's no huge amount of people waiting for Sebastian Bach's next solo record. So it just didn't hit in the same way.
I'm going to admit to having a few of Sebastian Bach's solo album. One of them is Angel Down, and I got that because Axl Rose was on it, and that weird time when Axl wasn't putting out anything or nobody had heard from him in a long time, and then all of a sudden he shows up on Sebastian Bach's album and plays on 3 songs. It was quite good. And then I have Kicking and Screaming. I have that album by Sebastian Bach. It's very Skid Row-ish. If you like Skid Row, I don't see why you wouldn't like his solo stuff.
Yeah, the last song, What Have I Got to Lose? I thought that was very like 80s rock. You know, in the video where he's driving his convertible through the desert and he picks some guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that album was good, and but he did like a one that was like more like new metal. You know, there was a new metal one.
Okay.
Which he did, which it wasn't bad.
Right.
But at that point, he was talking about, you know, the bands that he likes that are more like new metal or heavy stoner rock. I mean, none of his stuff's bad. I just wasn't sure about the. I don't see. Yeah, I kind of see the Twisted Sister. To me, are like a huge band. Yeah, like AC/DC. So, like you said, Axl taking over. You know,
Where
maybe it's the same kind of thing. Sebastian
Wasted. Why is Dee Snider not with Twisted Sister? Is there any reason? Is this like a health thing, or did they break up? Did I miss this on my hair bands of the 80s that I don't give a shit about report that I don't get?
It says due to he resigned from Twisted Sister due to health challenges. So,
oh, okay. Well, let's be honest here. Let's wish Dee Snider a speedy recovery, or at least not to be in pain, because he seems like a swell guy. I used to, well, not used to, but he hosted a radio show, or he did, called Hair Nation or something, and it was like syndicated throughout the United States, and it was like 80s metal that was on late Sunday nights, and I used to listen to it quite a bit. He was a pretty damn good radio host, and had some talent and skill, and was nice to listen to. So I hope the man a speedy recovery. The next question I have is, you guys were asking, hey, is Sebastian Bach a good replacement for Dee Snider and Twisted Sister? And my question is, where's Daughtry? Why wasn't Daughtry considered? Because if I'm thinking about shit musicians, and don't worry, Sebastian Bach, you're up there, but Daughtry, is the kind of guy that, I don't know, he went on to like witness protection or something, because he came in, him and Adam Lambert, and they decided they were going to destroy rock and roll with Chad Kroeger from Nickelback, and they did a pretty good job doing it. And now, is this guy not even able to front Twisted Sister? Like, why was the choice Sebastian Bach? That kind of seems like not the same type of metal. Like, Twisted Sister is, how do I describe it? Now, you two are both better metalheads than I am. That's not really my cup of tea, but I don't see Skid Row and Twisted Sister kind of having the same vibe. Like, I don't see the vocals kind of matching up to what you would expect. Like, if you told me, hey, Sebastian Bach's taking over for Vince Neil and Motley Crue, I'd be like, okay, I can actually see that. If, Sebastian Bach lost some weight, stopped drinking, but who are we kidding? He's not going to do either, but he might be able to pull it off because he has that type of voice that's similar to Vince Neil's. This just doesn't really seem like Dee Snider and Sebastian Bach are similar in any ways. And you brought up Axl Rose and Brian Johnson. Well, yeah, Axl Rose is a rasp god, and Brian Johnson is also pretty damn near close to a rasp god when it comes to singing technique. So that made sense. I just don't see it, boys. Tell me what I'm missing here.
Oh, the only connection I saw was like they're kind of. I remember seeing them on MTV in the 80s at the same time, and they both have a kind of outlandish kind of personality.
That's exactly it.
Outlandish kind of cartoon metal personality, and the MTV, they kind of crossed over a little bit. But from the article, Bach seems to be trying to prove that he's really he wants to bring he calls it like thrash, when they were more almost like a thrash band or something in the early club days, when they're covering It's Only Rock and Roll by the Rolling Stones, and it's like a speed metal tempo, and he's saying he's kind of like even more of a hipster about it.
Hey, Liarz,
going back to the club days.
Wasted, give me a second here. I want you to continue on your train of thought. But Liarz, can you look up the age of the Twisted Sister band members right now? And ways to continue. This is just, I'm curious right now what the age of these gentlemen are, because you're saying that Sebastian Bach wants to take it to a early 80s, thrash metal speed, and, like basically how Metallica were before they got big, before Injustice for All, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
They hit the scene in 1972. They're they're old, man.
Wait a second. So in 1972, let's figure that at the time they're 18 to 20, right?
Yeah. So JJ French,
they're in their 70s.
He's 73.
Yeah.
He's the guitarist. Dee Snider is 71, right? So Eddie Fingers Ohea is 70. He's also a guitar player. So these guys are in their 70s. And then Sebastian
so what
Bach
you're saying, Wasted,
is
sorry, continue.
Sebastian Bach is 57.
Okay. So 57-year-old Sebastian Bach, as Wasted's reporting here, via Sebastian Bach's own words in an interview, wants to make a bunch of 70-year-old men play thrash metal. Folks, I mean, buy a ticket because somebody's probably going to fucking die on stage.
Oh, Sebastian Bach, I tell you.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to kind of prove that he's a really big, huge Twisted Sister fan. That's what he's trying to prove. And that's his idea. Maybe that's what they went for, that he can do the early stuff because he's younger. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying with Sebastian Bach? Is that he's going to be like the guy from Whiplash and picking on these old geriatric freaking musicians. This is pretty much elder abuse on stage. Someone should call and report Sebastian Bach for this. I don't know what the crazy bastard's doing now, but come on, man. These guys are in their 70s. You're like, listen, we're going to play fucking thrash metal. What? They should be sitting down on fucking chairs playing.
They should be telling Sebastian Bach that we're not going to take it.
Yeah. Whenever I think of Sebastian Bach, I just imagine it.
No, they're not going to take it anymore.
Ridiculous.
But he's saying, I want to rock.
Well, all right. Well, Wasted, I don't think you have anything more to add. I don't have anything more to add. Am I missing anything on this, guys?
No.
Liarz, don't forget about badapplesforum.com. We never throw enough love to our original home base where we all post there, and we're some of the original OGs. So if you want to come and communicate with us, come on over and we can talk some Guns N' Roses. But badapplesforum.com. Liarz, take us out.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Look for us on YouTube. That's our main channel. Hit like and subscribe and leave a comment. We always appreciate the interaction with everybody. If you're not looking at us there, look for us over at Rumble or Spotify, and from Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts.
She radio never die. She radio.